What's crackin', movie trivia Schmoedown fans? It's your boy C-Dub, and we got the first half from the live event, the Star Wars match. In it, we see the the former champion, Ken Napzok, taking on his partner on Force Alliance, Joseph Scrimshaw, and from Star Wars Explained, Alex Damon. This is going to be quite the battle, so let's get started.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the debut of the movie Trivia Schmoedown on Christian. I am Mark Ellis, and Christian, this is why you go to the movies. Not to see a great performance or get wrapped up in a story, and so you can prove to your friends that you know the most about movies on an internet game show. This is a movie trivia battle. We take the heavyweights from the movie scripts and let you know what the match is intended going at. This is a battle. Question to you for the win. What are the 3 planet settings in The Empire Strikes Back? Hoth, Dagobah, Tatooine. And on it was Bespin. Christ, just nothing again. All right, now look, nothing. Spectre? That's incorrect. And Draco? Spirit? That's correct. Wow, Spirit. You see something like this, I'm ready to go. All right, look at this, guys. It's time to Schmoedown. You come out here, you hear all this noise, you see all these crazy lights, and I don't know if it's a Schmoedown or if I'm a celebrity on Ambien, but either way, this is going to be a good evening here tonight. Who Who's ready for some matches, huh? It's always great when we start these things out because we see from all the fans that are coming in here and like how invested you guys are. And people who are like driving in from some Arizona, some New York. There is a couple here who is celebrating their 1-year anniversary and they chose to do it here at the Schmoedown. That's right. 1 year, and I gotta tell you this, Christian, while that couple probably won't make it to 2 based on tonight's events. Right. We have somebody that came from overseas. We have multiple people coming from all continents here to see not the first live movie trivia Schmoedown, the second one, and as you guys know, the sequels can occasionally be better. The Godfather 2, The Empire Strikes Back, Young Guns 2. Young Guns 2 is a good one. I'll make you famous. Yeah, we've got some great stuff happening here today, and the first, obviously, we know. Let's see, just round of applause. Who's a big fan of the Star Wars champion, Sam Witwer? Well, Sam has earned the title, and Sam is now waiting to see who he's going to play, and he's going to find out tonight. He plays the winner of this match at the Collider Collision. You've got, from Star Wars Explained, Alex Damon is here. From Force Center Podcast himself, Joseph Scrimshaw is in the house. Representing Force Center Podcast, Jedi Council, and the Lion's Den, the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion, Ken Napzok is here. No, it's hard. He's got respect. He's got respect. And then it flips around a little bit, and then we start to get to a little bit of a special circumstance here with the teams. We got a team that is 1-0, but they are superstars in this league. Both rookies of the year at one point, not rookies to the league itself. We're talking about Rachel the Crusher Cushion, Classy Clark Wall, from the Fight Club, and they're going to try to put a stop on one team getting a title shot. That's team action. Christian, I'm not a mind reader. Yeah. I don't have any psychic abilities. I had this weird feeling that most of the crowd's going to be rooting for the Shire Wolves. Looks like it. We're going to find out because if Action wins tonight, they will play the winner of the Patriots and Above the Line at the Collision. But look, we're done talking. Let's play some Schmoedown. Ready for the Star Wars movie trivia Schmoedown. This is my time. My time. I don't need any of you. I don't need Rachel. I have new friends now. I have new power. And this, for once in my life, is about me. In episode 7, who sets off the explosives in the oscillator in Starkiller Base? 10. Chewbacca. How many times has normal rated Han offered to pay Jabba if he would spare his life? Sam. Pikachu. And no! What we saw here was a system out to destroy me. We saw a faulty system. I saw time running down. I saw questions asked that shouldn't have been asked. This was unclear. This was a faulty format. I was defeated by the system. A system that has tried to take down the Lion's Den, that has seen the empire we are building. And it is the system that defeated us today. I hold my head high because I answered something in myself. I know what I did, I know what I'm capable of, and I know that if I get a rematch, which I believe I'm entitled to, look at Thad's little briefcase, the system is trying to hold us down. And Joseph. I am Kleeglars. That's correct. Kleeglars. Joseph, I don't know, fly casuals. Fly casual. Joseph. Two.
Alex, Scrimshaw, and Sam have not missed.
R4P17. Scrimshaw needs to hit this in order to tie Alex Skywalker and Han Solo for 5 points. Ties it up. So Scrimshaw and Alex will play to sudden death if Sam misses. Yeah, this is new. I'm coming back. I still want that belt. Ken, clearly, turning heel, he doesn't.
Yes.
Brother was wearing a black cloak. Now, plenty of evil people wear a black cloak. You know who else wore all black? Luke Skywalker. So I am waiting to see. I believe there is still good in him. Walk in here with the lion's den behind me. All of you might have trouble understanding that, but that's because you exhibit LB, loser behavior. I know Star Wars. These guys know every little detail. They said, why don't you play? I can't hang with you. We're fans of the movies. I've even seen the Wilfred Brimley Ewok one like 9 times. But this is a different scenario. It's another level. It's a different cut of nerd. If you and I are ribeyes, these are the filet mignons of Star Wars knowledge. I'm excited to watch it too because I know. I mean, listen, how many times we got to hear Ken say that I'm against Ken? I'm against him. And like tonight, we're going to find out. It's not about me. It's about him. Can he do it? Because he's got to beat Joseph Scrimshaw and Alex in order to do that. Let's get it started. You want to do tail of the tape? Let's do tail of the tape. Tell me their strengths. Their strengths are Star Wars. Let's start the match. Fair enough. I want to hear from the competitors, though, so we got to do that first. Quick, clean, all that. Kenobi once said, "Hello there."
Now, I know that some of you fans here at Movie Trivia Schmoedown, you might know my competitors a little bit better than you know me. Well, let me introduce myself. I am Joseph Scrimshaw, and I am a Jedi. Now is the part where I'm supposed to talk shit about my competitors. I'm supposed to speak fecal about them. Well, here's what I have to say about these talented, beautiful competitors. Alex Damon from Star Wars Explained. He knows more about Star Wars than any human should. He knows how many individual hairs make up Biggs Darklighter's mustache. That is not right. It is messed up, but I respect it. Now my other competitor, Ken Napzok. He is my friend, my brother, my partner, along with Jennifer Landa in the Force Center podcast feed. He wants you to believe that he has fallen to the dark side, but I know that he feels the pull to the light. Like the topless Kylo Ren, he feels that pull to the light. I know this man. I have been in his kitchen. I have been in his bedroom. He brought me in there to show me some action figures. That is even a euphemism. It's just what actually happened. Now here's the thing. Ken knows Star Wars. Alex knows Star Wars. I know Star Wars. This is not a competition about who knows the most about Star Wars. This is a competition to see who forgets one dumb thing. This is a competition to see whose brain farts first. I am not competing against Alex or Ken. I am competing against myself, and I cannot lose. If I strike myself down, I will only become more powerful than I can possibly imagine. And so let me leave you with this. It is the Jedi Master's Trivia Code. There is no losing. There is only not winning. There's no spinning the wheel again. There is only the will of the Force. There is no fear. There is no regret. There is only a shit ton of whiskey after the show. Thank you very much. May the Force be with me!
Look, my promo's not going to be anything like that. The only thing I know how to talk about with confidence is Star Wars. And I'm used to doing that locked in my office in the dark where I'm able to edit out my mistakes. So I'm only here because I came so close for just a chance at the belt last time. I'm here for redemption. I want to try again. Because I know Star Wars, these guys know Star Wars, I have nothing to say about them. I'm not here to showboat or talk trash. Like he said, this is about whose brain farts first. I hope mine doesn't. I don't think it will. Because I'm here to win, so the only thing to say is, may the best nerd win.
To witness destiny. On paper, tonight, my opponents are Joseph Scrimshaw of Force Center, Alex Damon of Star Wars Explained. I have nothing but respect for them, and that's never been a secret. No. This isn't about them. But see, here's the thing. I know what all of you are saying. You're tired of me talking about the system. You're tired of me telling you that time ran out, and you're tired. You're talking in your forums. You're talking on your Take 17 podcast. You're emailing Scaliscu late at night. And you're telling them all, we're so tired of the lion's den speaking the truth. But here's the thing. This is all your fault. Because every like and share, every favorited tweet, every hashtag of the movie Trivia Schmoedown, every comment in the forum, every dollar you spent here tonight only lets these folks over here and those in the back make them think that they're doing right in holding me down. So, I'm not just fighting Scrimshaw and Damon. I'm not just fighting Christian Harloff, Mark Ellis, Thad Williams, and anyone else who's part of the system that would hold me down. Tonight, I am fighting each and every one of you. Because here's the truth. When you look at me, you see yourself. You see what happened. You saw a good guy with dreams and goals. You saw what happened when his friend and partner turned her back on him. When his friends, you know it's true. When his friends of years and years came up with a system to destroy him, you saw me fail, and you thought to yourself, if he can't succeed, how can I? So tonight I am death. And every one of your dreams will die.
Wow, I mean, all right.
Talking about whiskey.
Yeah, I mean, Ken Napzok, he's likening himself to the journey of Anakin Skywalker if instead of taking over the galaxy, Anakin worked at an AM/PM.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, he's just kind of. I mean, he's been a different person for the last year. You look at what happened to him. He mentions. I mean, they're screaming out in the crowd, and they're right. He's delusional. Okay, he clearly turned his back on Rachel Cushing, and he sees it the other way. Turned his back on his friends here, and now he wants a chance to get a shot at that title. And I'm just ready to watch it.
I love this scenario because we have every representation of the Star Wars galaxy here tonight. We have the Sith, we have some heroes, we have some people like Alex Damon who are just R2-D2s. They plug in, they know everything about Star Wars movie trivia. I don't know who to pick in this, I just know it's going to be fun to watch.
Well, I'm ready to get going. So the question is, are you guys ready to get going? Then it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown! 3 rounds in the Star Wars division. Introducing first. Representing the Force Center Podcast. Give it up for Joseph, the Jedi Knight Scrimshaw!
part of those intros that Joseph Scrimshaw not only summoned a Stella Artois, he also used the Force to open it without a bottle opener. All right, very impressive stuff.
Smart. All right, it's a mystery. I may not control a Schmoedown anymore, but I control a map.
Can you control your words? You mumbled every one of them. Get out of here. All right. We are now going to have, this is a match, it's a triple threat match, gentlemen. We're going to go over the rules here. The winner of this match will indeed play the champion at Collider Collision. So Mark, tell us how round number 1 works. In round number 1 of this 3-round battle, the competitors are going to hear 10 questions from 10 different corners of the Star Wars galaxy. The questions are asked to the field. As soon as you hear the question, please write down your best attempt at an answer on the whiteboard provided in front of you. You have 15 seconds to write down your answer. Once we ask you by name to reveal your best attempt at an answer, please show it to the cameras, the crowd, and to us as you verbalize it into the microphone. Each question is worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There's no stealing in round 1. I will remind you, gentlemen, of your 3 usages throughout the match of the JTE rule. If you're not sure you heard a question right, you need to buy yourself some time, use the JTE rule. You also have a challenge, and because this is a live event, I will remind everybody out there in the crowd once again that this is a very special match, and we want these people to be answering the questions, not anybody else. You're probably going to know some answers. Don't even think them. Don't whisper them to somebody else. Don't even run out and scream them on the streets of North Hollywood. Just don't do it, or you will be forcefully ejected by somebody much bigger than me. All right. With that being said, Alex, Damon, are you ready?
I am ready.
Joseph Scrimshaw, are you ready?
The will of the Force is with me.
Ken Napzok, are you ready?
What foul tricks have you cooked up, Harloff? Let's go.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown! All right, here we go. Round number 1. Question number 1 comes in the realm of Revenge of the Sith. Who tells Padme Amidala that the Chancellor is a Sith Lord? Oh, just calming down. Get it. Yes, it's into the match. It's great. And when we're live, I feel like a golf commentator. 5, 4, write the question. 3,
Obi-Wan.
2, and the answer. 1. Pens down, please. Remember to say it into the microphone as well. Alex, Damon.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Correct. Ken.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Correct. Joseph.
Obi-Wan
Tied up
Kenobi.
at 1-1-1. There you go. Next question. Tied at 1 apiece. Your next question comes from perhaps the most beloved of all the Star Wars movies, Attack of the Clones. Your question is, who greets Anakin and Obi-Wan when they exit the elevator on their way to meet Padme at the beginning of the film?
Repeat, please.
JTE rule usage, you have 2 left. In the movie Attack of the Clones, who greets Anakin and Obi-Wan when they exit the elevator on their way to meet Padme at the beginning of the film?
Jar Jar Binks.
You get 3. I believe I made that very clear to everybody here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Ken.
Representative Jar Jar Binks.
Correct. Joseph.
Jar Jar Binks.
Correct. Alex.
Jar Jar Binks.
Tied up at 2. Beloved character, Jar Jar Binks. Question number 3 is in Return of the Jedi. In Return of the Jedi, how does Luke address Vader for the first time on Endor's Imperial landing platform? What does he call him? You call me by my first name or my last name when you see me in the morning? Is it Noah's first or is it Mark? Well, it's Mark. It's awkward to do this in front of people, but yes, it is Mark. There's people here. Yeah. 5. I know your middle name, George. 4. How dare you? 3.
Father.
2, 1. Pens down. Joseph. Father. Correct. Alex. Father. Ken. Father. Tied up at 3. Tied up at 3. Let's go. Next one. All right. Your next question comes from Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Here to ask the question, we have a fan of The Phantom Menace. Your query is, what is Chancellor Valorum's first name? This is where I'm at. I think classic trilogy, I'll take anybody on. But all these other movies that have been released, there's things you don't know of. And about Star Wars, too. About 5, a great many 4, things. 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Alex.
Finis.
Correct. Ken.
Finis.
Joseph.
Stan.
Oh, Joseph misses. Alex.
Alex and Ken go by 1. That could be crucial with these 3.
All right, that is the brain fart he was referring to.
Yeah, it was. All right, here's the next one.
At least it's a good name for sounding like a brain fart. Finis. Finis.
All right, next question, number 5, is in The Force Awakens. Who disables the shields on Starkiller Base?
You read that like Regis Philbin. What you did.
Good. Who disables the shields? A compliment.
He is a legend, I guess.
Of course. How dare you?
Captain
5,
Phasma.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Ken.
Captain Phasma.
Correct. Joseph.
Phasma.
Correct. And Alex.
Captain Phasma.
There you go. So we got 5, 5, 4.
Okay.
This is tough. Yeah.
Your next question comes from the world of Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. And your query is, what creatures do stormtroopers ride on Tatooine? They look good in, especially Joseph. Look at the robe.
4, 3,
Phantom.
2, 1. Joseph.
Dewbacks.
Correct. Alex.
Dewbacks.
Ken Napzok.
Dewbacks. Kenner called them patrol dewbacks.
Oh, you nerd. There we go. So, you got it. Got it. All right. 6, 6, 5. And we go to our next question here in Empire Strikes Back, the best Star Wars movie of all time. What did the rebels on Hoth reroute all power into when they detected Darth Vader's fleet?
Yeah, I just like a happy ending. You know, that's why Jedi just makes me happy at the end. Empire, I'm like, well, we got some work to do, you know? I feel like I have a job or something. Oh, you can do your countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Joseph.
Shields.
Yeah, we can take that. Alex.
Shield generator.
And Ken.
Planetary shield.
All right, that's fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
3 different answers, all correct.
Shield. Shield. We'll take shield. All right. Next question.
Just write words, we'll give it to you.
James Fonda.
Oh my goodness. She's not even in Star Wars.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Paint the fence.
All right. You have 3 usages of the JT rule and 1 usage of Finstock. You just used it. Your next question comes from Rogue One, a Star Wars story. And your question is, what was Jyn Erso's mother's first name? Because we kind of know her last name.
You just said it.
Yeah, it's
David
was
5, 4.
Galen was the father. I can't remember the mom.
1. Alex.
Lyra.
Correct. Ken.
Lyra.
Joseph.
Lyra.
Great. There you go. I thought if you wrote Stan, I would have a problem. Next question is from The Last Jedi. I knew it. I made a bet.
Wow, it's like looking at the internet right before us.
The Last Jedi. In The Last Jedi, Rose told Finn that she had to stun how many people for trying to jump ship? Joseph.
Wait, it's a recent release. You gotta wonder how many opportunities they've had to see this movie.
5, 4, 3, 2,
6 people?
1. Alex. 3. Correct. Ken. 3. Correct. Joseph. 3. There you go. All right, so this is interesting here. So this is the last question in this round. If Alex and Ken get it right, they will also get a bonus question if they get it right because they have not missed yet. What's the question?
With all apologies to Solo, this comes from the category of mixed bag. And your question is, in the Clone Wars film, what planet does the opening battle take place on? Look confident. It looks like we're going to have some bonus questions. We got to write one quick.
This is big for Alex and Ken here because they can go up. They both got this. Joseph by 2. Bonus 5, 4.
Shit, I can't remember the name of it.
2, 1. Ken for a perfect round. Christophsis. Correct. Joseph. Christophsis. And Alex.
Christophsis.
Alex and Ken in a perfect round. Now we get the bonus question.
Never would have gotten it.
Now only Alex and Ken will be answering this question, but they do still write on the board. So here we go to go up by 2 over Joseph. Okay, guys, here is your final question. Bonus question here. When Luke meets Yoda on Dagobah, what is Luke's initial response when Yoda asks who he is looking for?
A lot of snakes on Dagobah. You ever notice that when you watch the movie? I love it. There's just everywhere. Yeah. That's when I'm out.
A great warrior.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Alex.
A great warrior.
Correct. Ken.
A great warrior.
Look at that. They both go up by 2 here. They both go up by 2 over Joseph. Joseph finds himself in a 2-point hole here going into round number 2. Mark, how does round number 2 work?
In round number 2, the Wheel of Destiny / Fate is going to emerge, and on that wheel, you know it's fun when we're cheering for inanimate objects. There's the wheel, everybody.
It's like the Millennium Falcon at this point.
It has no feelings whatsoever. It cannot hear you. The wheel has a bunch of different Star Wars movies on there. When you spin the wheel, you're going to land on one of those wedges. Once you land on a wedge, you are going to hear 5 questions from that category. Each question is worth 2 points. There's no penalty for missing a question. If you're not sure of the answer, you can ask us for multiple choice, at which point the value of the question goes down to 1. Keep in mind, competitors, there is stealing in round number 2. Here's how stealing works in a triple threat match. If the competitor who we originally asked the question to does not know it, then it is up to the other 2 to write down their best attempt at an answer on the whiteboard. They get it right, they will steal the question.
All right, so both Alex and Ken are tied. Ken, you are the former champion. You can choose. Would you like to go first or second?
I'll have Alex spin.
Alex is going to spin. All right, Alex, go ahead and give it a good spin, please. Well, actually, you know what? Alex, you actually have a limit. If you don't want to go, you want Joseph to go, you can go. Okay, then spin. Give it a spin. Big spin. I like the balls on the kid. Here we go. Here comes Alex.
You will be.
There's the spin here.
There's Ken Napzok quoting Star Trek.
Yep. And we're going to land. Where we landed on?
It could be Star Wars. Star Wars it is.
It's going to stay New Hope. Okay.
It's keeping a New Hope.
All right, guys, so here we go. We got 5 questions here for Alex.
All right, why don't you kill time while I flip to that movie?
No problem. So I think that...
And we're at...
All right, there we go. All right. Alex, we're going to start with New Hope here. 5 questions. Remember, multiple choice, 15 seconds to answer the question. You do have all 3 of your JTU rules left. All right, question number 1 in the New Hope. What hangar bay was the Millennium Falcon drawn into on the Death Star?
327.
Correct. 2 points for Alex. Question number 2. What did Luke scrape off R2-D2's chassis in the garage of A New Hope?
Carbon scoring.
That's 2 points.
He's seen the movie, Christian.
Yep. Question number 3. He's not even giving him a chance to write it down. Question number 3. What does 3PO tell Uncle Owen he did at his first job?
Can you say that again?
What does 3PO tell Uncle Owen he did at his first job?
Programming binary load lifters.
That is correct. You did lose one of your JTE rules there, though. So put it down to 2. And here is your 4th question. According to 3PO, what did R2 call him as he was entering the escape pod at the beginning of A New Hope? 5, 4.
Repeat the question.
This is your second one. According to C-3PO, what did R2 call him as he was entering the escape pod at the beginning of A New Hope?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Goldenrod, B, Professor, C, Mindless Philosopher, D, 3PO?
C.
That is correct for 1 point.
And in a match like this, Christian, if you have to check the multiple choice, it's seen as a weakness from the other 2 competitors.
Yeah, all right, here we go for your 5th and final question in round 2, Alex. Whose arm does Obi-Wan cut off in the cantina at Tatooine?
Ponda Baba.
That is correct for 2 points. Alex having a great round, only going multiple choice once. He's got a 9-point lead over Ken, and now 11 points over Joseph.
Great round for Alex, a demoralizing round for me, who thought he knew a lot about that movie.
All right, now Ken, you don't have to go next. If you want, Joseph can go.
Mr. Scrimshaw can spin.
All right, Joseph, you're up.
I am not afraid.
Joseph going up now. Joseph needs a big round here to stay in distance of Alex and Ken.
They're both buddies. They podcast about Star Wars together on Force Center.
Big spin here from Joseph.
Forced to be enemies here.
And there it is.
Spin.
As Ken says, the spin is in.
At least Natalie Portman's in the movies. That's who they're cheering for now. Is that The Force Awakens? Force Awakens. You like to keep it, Joseph? You gonna keep it? You are gonna keep it. Okay. Seen the movie fairly recently. All right, so Joseph gets The Force Awakens here. All right. All right, so Joseph is going to get 5 questions here in the realm of The Force Awakens. He's got to catch up to Alex, who now has an 11-point lead, and Ken is still waiting to strike. Mr. Scrimshaw, your first question is, what job does Finn tell Han was one of his duties on Starkiller Base?
Sanitation.
You can just tell us.
Janitor.
Yes, sir. 2 points. That works. All right. Next question. Where does Finn want to go after he visits Maz Kanata's castle? We're looking for the specific place.
The Outer Rim.
2 points. All right, your next question. What nickname does Han Solo call Finn by?
Big deal.
Big deal.
He's seen the movie, Christian. 2 more points. 2 questions left. Your next question. What is the name of the outpost on Jakku that Rey regularly visits to turn in parts for supplies and food?
Nima Outpost.
2 more points. Last one. Scrimshaw not going to be making up that ground, perhaps, if he can get this one without the help of multiple choice. Your last question. What Indonesian actor played in the Raid series and also played a character named Tasu Leech in The Force Awakens?
The actor's name?
Yes, sir.
Multiple choice, please.
Is it A, Joe Taslim, B, Iko Uwais, C, Yayan Ruian, or D, Donnie Alasma? Just quiet. A. That is incorrect for the steal. If either Alex or Ken just write down either the actor's name or your number or your letter choice. Alex.
I went C.
That's correct. Ken. C. That's a big steal. Big steal. Alex gets a point. Ken gets a steal. All right, so that's it for Joseph's round. Now Ken Napzok, the former champion, is up, gets himself a point, and Alex now has a 4-point lead. A 4-point lead. Get out of here. Get out of here, you idiot. So Finstock trying to bless the wheel with his mojo, trying to get the best spin possible. Can we get a get out chant from the crowd? Thank you. Thank you.
It's the weight of the wheel. It's the weight of the wheel.
Get out of here. And that is a pit boss level spin. Round and round it goes. We have time to go across the street to Jamba Juice. All right, so still spinning. If it lands on A New Hope, I'm leaving. Heroes. Does Ken know anything about heroes? He is spinning away from heroes. True to his character. He's looking for villains. I did it? Okay, I did it. He's looking for villains. I spun heroes.
Well, then why do you respin? Doesn't make a difference what he lands on. Except for heroes. Nobody likes that.
Okay, it could be. It's not going to be heroes this time. It could be villains, Christian. Could be villains. Villains. That's kind of perfect. Kind of perfect. Wow. Kind of perfect. All right. All right, Ken. Here you go. I'm going to throw you right into the street in a second. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right, here we go. Next question. Question 1 in the realm of villains, Ken. What was the name of the Imperial General in command of the base on Scarif in Rogue One? Multiple choice. A. Rolar. B. Tag. C. Carvin. D. Ramda. Ramda is correct. 1 point. It's 1 point for Ken. All right, here we go. Next one. What was the last line uttered by Darth Vader / Anakin before he died in Return of the Jedi?
Tell your sister you were right.
That's correct. 2 points. I like how we did the breathing for effect. All right. Come here when I ask this. What is the name of the leader of Contra Club? You're a dead man, Olaf.
The leader of Contra Club is Tasu Leech.
That is correct for 2 points.
I remember because he's played by C.
Tied up, Ken.
I was not told to study reality.
Here we go. Next question here, Ken. 2 more. In the Clone Wars, upon their arrival on Tatooine, Anakin and Ahsoka are attacked and shot down by who?
Asajj Ventress.
That's incorrect.
Alex, a monster steal for Scrimshaw right now.
Alex for the steal.
Dooku?
Is incorrect. Joseph? Joseph? See you later? You're done.
No, I'm done.
All right. I thought he had it. The answer was the Magna Guards. Magna Guards.
Magna Guards, that's a big opportunity missed for Scrimshaw. He trails Alex by 4. Ken Napzok, still 1 question to go.
This is it, Ken. Here we go. In Return of the Jedi, what does Jabba the Hutt call Han Solo after he emerges from Carbonite?
I'm going to need multiple choice.
A. Wookiee feces. B. Human scum. C. Bantha fodder. D. Ewok puke.
C. Bantha fodder.
For 1 point. All right, so look at that. Alex now has a 3-point lead and a 4-point lead over Joseph going into the final round. Alex has put himself in a great position here in round number 3, the final round. Mark, how's it work?
Incredible play across the board by men who all somehow have meaningful relationships with females. In round number 3, this will decide the match, gentlemen. In round number 3, we are going to get a series of numbers from each of you. Those numbers range from 1 to 20. I believe you guys give us your numbers. They each correspond to a movie category up here at the answer desk. The first question we ask you is worth 2 points. The next one, 3 points. The last one is worth 5 points. Should we make it that far? There is no stealing in round 3. There's no penalty for missing a question, but it will decide your fate because Joseph trails Ken and Ken trails Alex. Alex is going to be giving us his 3 numbers first.
I would like red 2, Wedge.
2,
Red 5, Luke Skywalker. And red 3, Big Starklighter.
2, 5, 3 for Alex. Okay.
Thank you for the reminders.
All right, and now we go to Ken. Ken is next.
Damn.
Ken.
I'm going to go 8 for Gary Carter, the greatest catcher in the Mets history.
Yep.
All right. We're going to then go number 10, just because Pete Stoyanovich was the kicker of the Dolphins. He wore that. And, of course, number 13, the greatest quarterback from Pittsburgh, Dan Marino.
All right, 8, 10, 13, 2, 5, 3.
Going a little off-brand with the sports reference.
Joseph.
I'm going to go 2, 3.
2 is already taken.
Okay, I can change that. 1,
1.
3.
3 is already taken.
Okay, I can change that. 1,
Yes.
4,
Okay.
18.
All right, 1, 4.
That's my social security number.
1, 4, and 18. 1, 4, and 18. All right, so we're going to start with Joseph. Category 1. Category. Your 2-pointer is in category 1. That's The Force Awakens. Your 2-pointer. 2-pointer here. What was the first location that Rey saw in her vision after touching the lightsaber she found at Maz's castle?
Bespin.
Cloud City. Correct for 2 points.
It's also known as Bespin.
Yep, it is. See, that's 2 shots. 2 shots. All right, I like that. All right, now Ken is up. Ken has category number 8. Category number 8.
All right, Ken Napzok, category number 8. Question from the movie The Last Jedi. Ultimos Jedi. Your question is, what is the name of the captain of the First Order Dreadnought?
Captain Modin Kennedy.
2 points for Ken. All right, but Alex still has a lead here, so we go back to Joseph. Back to Joseph.
3-pointer.
Yeah, and now Joseph has 4. Number 4, which is vehicles and technology. Vehicles and technology. Here we go. How many minutes would it take the Death Star to come into range of the Rebel base, according to the Imperial Tech's first report in A New Hope?
30 minutes.
For 3 points.
Joseph Scrimshaw, you might want to take a picture of this. I don't know if it's going to last. He currently has the lead deep in round 3.
Now Alex is up, category number 2.
All right, Alex, you chose number 2. Because because it references something in Star Wars.
That is correct.
Your question for Alex. What? Oh, it's Ken's? Oh, it's Ken. You're right. Sorry. It is Ken. Sorry, scream it out.
What is your problem?
All right.
The system is trying to help you.
All right, Ken. Ken, you're down. You have your three-pointer, and you chose category number 10. 10, which is heroes. Sorry, buddy, you got stuck with heroes after all. All right, he didn't want it. Heroes. Spins heroes, and this is his three-point question. The question is, in the movie The Last Jedi, what was the name of the bombardier on Paige's ship at the beginning of the film?
Repeat the question.
In The Last Jedi, what was the name of the bombardier on Paige's ship at the beginning of the film? 5, 4, 3.
I'm gonna need to repeat the question.
In The Last Jedi, what was the name of the bombardier on Paige's ship at the beginning of the film? 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hal.
Was not Hal. Looking for Nick's Jerd. All right, so we are in a position here that Ken needs to hit his five-pointer. If he misses it, it is between Alex and Joseph. If Ken misses his five-pointer, here we go. It is number 13. Number 13, and that is in the category of the Skywalkers, Ken. Here's your 5-point. What is the first line that Luke says to Leia?
I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to help. I'm here to save you. I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to save you.
4, 3, 2.
Rescue
Repeat
you.
the question. What is the first line Luke says to Leia in A New Hope?
I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue you.
Ken Napzok has been eliminated! The answer is, the uniform. Aren't you a little short there? Napzok is the first out. He's been eliminated. It's down to Scrimshaw, and Alex Damon. Here we go. Now Alex has a chance. We go back to Alex Damon here. Oh, first, actually, he hasn't answered any questions. Yeah, first. Good news for Alex is now he gets to participate in round 3. Congratulations, young man. Alex TKO Ken, though. Alex TKO Ken. Joseph TKO Ken. Here's your question. Yeah. In the movie The Clone Wars, Ian Abercrombie provided the voice for who in the Clone Wars?
Palpatine.
2 points. 2 points. And he's got the lead again. Now we bounce back to Joseph. Is this for all the marbles, Christian? This is all the marbles. Joseph here has category 18. Category 18 for Joseph. This is his 5-pointer. If he hits it, it goes back to Alex. If he misses it, Alex Damon is going to Collider Collision. Here we go. For Who Said It? Who Said It? Number 18. As we get to number 18. Who Said It? 5-pointer. Who said greed can be a powerful ally?
Qui-Gon Jinn.
It's correct. Too far. Taking it way too far. Now, Alex Damon, he really just
like the prequel.
He really just needs to hit that 5, but he's got a chance to get a big score here, but he just needs to hit the 5. Yeah, because fantasy points are fun. We'll ask him the 3-pointer. He picked the category 5, and up here at the answer desk, category 5 corresponds to filming locations. None of this matters. Your question is, what European country provided the setting for the exterior scenes on Hoth?
Finland.
Doesn't matter that you're wrong, it's Norway. But that's the first question he's missed. But we're in this position now to where Alex has to hit the 5-pointer. If he hits it, he goes to the collision. If he misses it, Joseph Scrimshaw goes to the collision. This is what we expected. They all know so much about Star Wars, they thought it would come down to the last question. Alex, you chose category 3 for your 5-pointer. It's Empire Strikes Back. In the Battle of Hoth, the snowspeeders fly in what attack pattern?
Can
Can you repeat the question?
Final one. In the Battle of Hoth, the snow speeders fly in what attack pattern?
Delta.
And your winner, Alex the Demon! Damon! He's got it! The kid's got it! The kid's got it! He's going for the collision! He's playing Sam Witwer for the belt! He's playing Witwer for the belt! He has explained Star Wars to each and every one of us here tonight! Only there's one question mark. An incredible performance by Alex Damon, by really all three competitors. Fitting that Ken Napzok's Eagle was ushered off the stage before the celebration. Joseph Scrimshaw, a worthy opponent as well for Alex. And Alex, the boy has become a man. Yes, now Jen Sturge is going to go ahead and talk to Alex, Joseph, and Ken Napzok right down there as we wait to hear from our competitors. That was everything we thought it would be. Yeah. Battle back and forth. Ken Napzok just had the wrong categories there in round number 3. Alex Damon missed one question.
I mean, we could almost cancel Action versus Shirewolves. That was such a good match. We don't need to see anything else.
I think there'd be a riot. I think there'd be a riot if we did that. But man, what a first matchup here. I mean, that was everything that I wanted to see as far as a pure battle of knowledge. They really got at it. And Sam Witwer is going to have his handful with Alex Damon.
Oh, Witwer would be shaking in his mall costume looking at Alex Damon. I mean, because Alex Damon is a guy who comes in, I think he's been scarred in the past by losing in a Star Wars matchup during the Schmoedown. Ken Napzok, he seems to have gotten a little too evil, maybe even for his own good. He's going to have to rectify that with his dark, dark soul. And Joseph Scrimshaw, always a threat when he steps on the Star Wars battlefield.
If I'm Ken Napzok, I'm looking over my shoulder and questioning Dagnino. The guy, the Lions Den has been in absolute peril this season, and this is just another loss in the Lions Den. But we're going to talk to Jen Sturger now, who is going to be talking to all the competitors.
What's up, movie trivia Schmoedown fans? God, it feels so good to say that. Come on up, Joseph.
Hello, how are you?
Feeling a little better than you are right now, I'm sure.
Oh, I feel fine. It was the will of the Force. Oh, hello, Kim.
And Stella.
It was the will of Stella, yes.
So-
Look for the upcoming Rian Johnson Stella trilogy. It'll be great.
So you're a comedian, but tell me, do the lights get to you a little bit up there?
No, it's really interesting because I think, like, for comedy, you're listening to the audience, you're taking in the energy, and then when it's trivia, it's like, no, I'm listening to the small soul inside of me that whispers Star Wars things at all times.
Now, see, you got behind a little bit in round 1.
I did.
Were you starting to panic at all?
No, not in the slightest, because I know that amazing, weird things can happen, and this game is just like being an actual Jedi. If you let the fear in, you're done. You go to the dark side. But if you're just like, whatever, it's fine, you never know what might happen.
So now, you go to the round 3, and it just doesn't go quite your way.
Yeah, you're like really trying hard to make me feel sad, and it's not going to happen.
I'm honestly just seeing if I can pull tears. No, but you are such a special competitor here, and people love watching you. So what's next for you?
Well, as soon as Alex beats Sam Witwer, I want another shot at Alex, is what I really, really want. I love studying Star Wars. I love being both competitors and friends with Alex and Ken. And these questions are so limited. If this was even a longer thing, I want 8 straight hours of Star Wars trivia in a room with Alex Damon. That's right, I said 8 hours alone in a room with Alex Damon saying random numbers that may or may not relate to Star Wars and no actors' names.
You have a girlfriend?
I have a wife.
Thanks, Joseph. It's always good to talk to you, man.
You too. Thank you very much, Jen.
All right, so as we see, Joseph was taking that in stride, obviously, and he's laughing at it too. As we see, he really, you look at what he has done next to Damon in their first match together, and now in this one, they do have a nice little kind of, there's a rivalry there, but it's fun.
It's a fun developing rivalry, and Scrimshaw, he is a professional stand-up comedian. He knows that there's no better feeling than getting a revenge set. It didn't go well one night, he wants to get it back. That's the taste he's got right now.
All right, well now, poor Jen Sturger here, as we're going to talk to her. She is now set with the Lions Den, who I'm sure it ain't gonna be pretty.
I I didn't know your shirt could get worse, but it did.
This is Gucci.
Oh, is it? Gucci
My
from
whole
the...
outfit, head to toe. It's worth
Gucci
more than
from
this
the
whole
dumpster.
building. It's worth more than Lancashire Boulevard. Anyway.
I really am here to just interview Ken. You know that, right?
No. I'm going to talk first here. Here's what happens. Okay. The people who played those characters wouldn't even be able to answer those questions that Ken got. Okay? So who was it? Mark Hamill and the other guy and like the old Ben something whatever. And does it really make a difference what happens here? He's the best Star Wars guy in the world. The other guy, thank you. The other guy, Joseph Scrimshaw. The Scrimshaw's a beer. There's a lot. I've drank a lot of beer. Anyway, that being said, and the other guy, Matt Damon, he's the fake Matt Damon. Fake Matt Damon. He's a double fake. He's a fake Matt Damon. Anyway, so go ahead, talk. I'm not Tiger Woods.
Getting roasted by the crowd, Tom. You're just such a
cars around here. I don't do that kind of stuff.
Ken, that said, you had an incredible round 1. You know, you had some unfortunate falls in round 2, and then you got to round 3, and obviously were eliminated. This is your second straight loss in the Star Wars category. How are you feeling right now, and how do you move on from this?
Well, Jennifer, I love your research. I love your stats. You are a professional.
We're still doing the voice.
I've got a cold. Here's the thing, let me tell you something. I'm not going to rail about the system. I have my target. I have the reason. I failed in some rounds. I failed round 2. Magna Guard's great. I know where I did wrong. I know my weaknesses. I do have a problem, though. You can borrow them later. I do have a problem, though, and that is Chris Scalisco, who's out there in St. Louis sitting at a Hardee's, writing these questions on his Google Doc, and he's pulling things out. You know, there's so many numbers in Star Wars. I haven't heard one of those questions or something. And there are these random quotes, there's random tiny little participles, tiny little specks that he's trying to dig into. That's the problem now. Scalisco, put down your thick burger and start writing some real Star Wars questions. But Jennifer, it's always a pleasure.
You still managed to keep it classy hanging with this crew. It's impressive.
Oh, and as far as what's next for the Lions Den, we're going to dream it
Your
all
big
up.
Iron Man match is coming up.
Well, I mean, obviously I have a nice tan. It's not a farmer's tan either. It's like full blast. Because I was in Santa Barbara for the whole week. Like, get your money up and then you can come there with me. But anyway.
You have the Iron Man match coming up.
Which one? I do?
No, of course not. You're a joke.
They don't want to play me in this thing. I should open this up. I should open the whole thing here.
But
this guy right there who's looking down, you know what? He's a clown. That's obvious. I like Mark Ellis, but that guy's a clown. And he doesn't want to put me on in matches. I should have been here facing, who knows? I could have played anybody in the crowd. That would have been good. You know what I mean?
We'll add that to the Patreon.
Who got the Operation Dumbo Drop shirt?
Jen, can we talk to the winner?
Did anybody ever get that?
Yeah, can we
Nice.
do that?
Nice.
Yeah, let's move
There's a
on.
bunch of winners in here.
Not in this circle right now.
Well, I mean, honestly,
Maybe later.
Can we turn the mic off?
guys, you're gonna know that Ken and the Lions Den are gonna put up that kind of stink, and Degner just stinks anyway.
You can actually smell it here in the room, which is fascinating.
Yeah.
It's a natural deodorant kind of stench.
It's a failure. It's a smell of failure. But look, they couldn't do it. They tried to do it. You knew the excuses were gonna come, and now we get a chance to talk to the guy who is now the official #1 contender, Alex Damon.
That's right, guys. I'm here with Alex Damon. Alex, you've come so close. So many times. How does it feel to finally get the victory?
I'm dizzy.
You were drinking backstage too, huh?
No, just that much of a nerd. But yeah, very excited. Feels great. What else is there to say? Feels awesome.
I mean, it must feel pretty good to put Ken Napzok in his place.
I mean, despite the yelling and ranting that he does, I love the guy. I was right there with him. I would have said, Luke Skywalker, I'm here to rescue you, if I had that question. So I feel for him. I also feel for Joseph, because that Tasu Leech question was rough, and I just got a steal by guessing a letter. So, I mean, they're both still great contenders, but What are you gonna do?
So obviously, well, what you're going to do is you're going to face Sam Witwer at Collision.
I'm ready to take another shot at him.
You got to be feeling pretty excited right now.
Yeah, and I mean, by the way, I've got the best coach in the world. This is my wife, Molly. She handles all of it.
Behind every great Star Wars nerd is an even greater Star Wars nerd girl. So, congratulations again, and I'm really excited to see you play Collision.
Thank you. And by the way, building off of Ken's challenge to make the questions more difficult, the harder you make it, the stronger you make me, Ken.
There you go. So look at that. Some shots fired right there. I love it. Alex Damon here is your winner tonight in that match. And you're going to get a hell of a match here. Look at the event we already have so far with the Collision. You've got the main event now. You have the main event of the Iron Man match between the Patriots and Above the Line for the title. Now you've got the Star Wars title match. It is set. The champion Sam Witwer will defend his championship against Alex Damon. It's so exciting here to see the Star Wars knowledge that was just displayed on here. And how about a hand for Jen Sturger as well, handling the interviews. It's not an easy thing to corral all those personalities in there. Alex being classy as always, but I do like the fact there was just a little bit of he went from being a young Luke Skywalker to a bit of a cocky Poe Dameron in that post-game interview. He's starting to get his mic reps in. I liked it. We're going to see that happen in mid-July. And now for you guys, first of all, thank you to all our patrons out there. Thank you to our patrons absolutely for making this show happen. All of you guys, thank you for the great crowd here tonight. Now, this is our Tuesday match. Come back on Friday when we're going to have action versus the Shire Wolves. So thank you to all you guys out there, to all you guys at home. Movie Trivia Schmoedown. We'll see you next time.
What's up, Schmoedown fans? Frank here, and it is time for your Schmoedown breakdown.
And
Part 1 of the live event from the El Portal Theater. It was Ken Napzok, Joseph Scrimshaw, and Alex Damon in a triple threat. Winner faces Sam Witwer at Collision for the title. Going through the first round, everyone is on point here, and in a match such as this, every point is crucial, and Scrimshaw was the first to blink. In fact, his lone miss was the only miss of the entire first round because Alex and Ken go 10 for 10 and hit the bonus. Rolling into the second round here, Alex continued his perfect streak, going 5 for 5 for a total of 9 points. With Scrimshaw's turn, it looked like he was going to close the gap here, hitting his first 4 questions for 8 points, but stalls on his last question and is unable to earn any points. Ken's run here in the second round didn't go quite as well as he would have hoped. Went to multiple choice a couple times and ultimately goes 4 of 5 for just 6 points. And heading into the final round, Alex had a pretty decent lead, relatively speaking. Alex with 21 points, Ken with 18, and Joseph with 17. For the beginning of the final round, it was back and forth between Ken and Joseph. When it came to Ken's 3 and 5 pointer, he ran into some pretty tough questions here that would knock him out. And because Alex did not need to answer any questions up to this point, he is awarded a TKO. And to close out this match and earn the victory, Alex answers his 5-point question to give him 28 total points, and he's off to face Sam Witwer for the belt at Collider Collision. Going inside the numbers on this match, Ken Napzok went 17 of 20 for 85%. He is answering 82% live time. Joseph Scrimshaw went 16 of 19 for 84%. He's answering 86% live time. And as for our winner, Alex Damon, he went 19 of 21 for 90% correct and is answering 88% live time. Now, when you compare Sam Witwer's performance from his 2 5-way matches, Witwer's accuracy is 93%. That's 5% better than Alex Damon. If you want to find out other stats about this match and from around the league, check out SD Rundown Stats on Twitter. And don't forget to check out the Schmoedown Rundown every Saturday on YouTube and the Collider Factory podcast feed. This has been your Schmoedown Breakdown.
How's it going, guys? If you didn't know about the Patreon, you guys have a chance to support the Schmoedown. Now, myself,
Holy shit! That was a amazing match. I had Joseph Scrimshaw taking this thing, but I'm not surprised at all that Alex Damon came out with the victory. That villain, Ken Napzok, was the first to go. Sorry, partner, but you ain't going for that belt at the Collision. It's Alex Damon. And Scrimshaw, man, I just love your whole attitude. Even though you lost, you still felt great because you should. You played fantastic. But Alex was just a little bit better. I can't wait to see Alex take on Sam at the Collision, man. It's going to be a battle. If you like my reactions, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Christopher Woodburn. You can find me on Twitter, Chris Woodburn83, Facebook, Christopher Michael Woodburn. And if you do Schmoedown reactions, trailer reactions, come join the MTS Fan Reaction League on Facebook. It's a lot of fun. So until next time, it's your boy C-Dub. Peace.